Hey guys, it's James again here at Appalachian DIY, and I'm going to talk tonight about this snap-on light. This light has actually been discontinued from what I can tell. This is actually my second purchase of this light, my second one that I've owned. I bought originally this light about 2-ish years ago, something like that, on Snap-on Truck, and it was $90 or $80 or something like that. And then about 2 weeks ago I lost that light. I guess I left it stuck to a car somewhere, and it's gone. So I went on the Snap-on website, looked for it again, looked on the Snap-on Truck. Apparently this light does not exist anymore, or maybe they're just not selling it right now. I don't know what the case is, but either way I can't find it. This one we actually got on eBay, and I've seen some of them on eBay, and so I'm going to talk about this light and show you how awesome this light is, and hopefully somebody from Snap-on is watching this, or if you guys really like this light, maybe you can email Snap-on or suggestion box or whatever the case is, because this is absolutely the best work light that I've ever used, that I've ever borrowed, that I've ever owned. This is my most favorite light ever, which is why I bought a second one after losing the first one. We're here at night. It's pitch black outside. We live out in the country, so you literally cannot see anything. See? So that's what we see. This light is it is a magnetic pivoting work light. So there's the pivot. The magnet is right there on the bottom. It's a really strong magnet. The light itself is 320 lumens or 330 lumens, something like that. It's got a button right here on top, and it is USB rechargeable. It comes with the USB cable and like a little AC adapter, but you can basically hook it up to any USB port on your computer or on your toolbox or wherever you have a USB port. It'll charge just fine. So let's compare it to, actually just shot a video for the Stry-on flashlight right here, but this flashlight right here is 260 lumens, right? That's 260 lumens right there. So, but it's focused. Obviously it's a flashlight. And this is 330 lumens, and it's a lot less focused, but you can tell how bright it is. So this is just a magnetic flashlight, or just a magnetic light. 330 lumens, rechargeable, pivoting, and magnetic. So this, yeah, that's not steel. Alright, my battery's about to die, so I'm going to try and find something real quick. Okay, this is a very strong magnet. It's not one that easily flicks off. So let's put it right here. So you can tell it will suspend itself sideways. You can put it upside down, and like you can see, like you should be able to tell just like how strong the magnet is by me putting it on this flimsy piece of iron right here. So it's a nice strong magnet. You can pivot it. It's not 360 obviously, but you can pivot it pretty far, and even with one hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it under a hood in the morning, let my battery charge and all that, so the video doesn't cut off, but so we can actually see it under a hood and see kind of what you're going to be looking at. So the purpose of this video is not only to review this, but also because I want more of these, you know, like this. I don't buy everything from Snap-on because it's Snap-on. Like this light literally is the best light that I have ever owned as far as a hands-free work light. And I'm gonna buy another one too. There's another one on eBay, I'll buy it. So the thing is Snap-on guys, are you listening? you need to put this light back out. I'll pay the $80 for the light. You need to put this light back out. That's what we need to do. This is the best light. Every other light, I've used all of them. All of the freaking, you know, battery operated ones, the throwaway battery operated ones, all the big work lights. You know, they're either all half as bright as this with throwaway batteries, or they're just as bright as this, but 3 times bigger than this. And the magnet sucks, or it's excuse me, or it's not magnetic, or it's, you know, like I said, 3 times bigger than this, or something. There's always something about the light that just completely sucks. So this light is the perfect under hood, like stick it to the fender and point it at the timing belt, or, you know, stick it like on the firewall and point it at the back of the intake or the head or wherever the hell you need it to be. This is the perfect light, the perfect brightness if you don't need a spotlight. And the cool thing is, it's small enough if, you know, you're working on a car where everything's plastic or aluminum, you can still, it's small enough, you can just like wedge it where you need it to be. Oh, I want it right there. No, it's not magnetic, but I can still wedge it right there and it'll stay. You know, boom, it's there. You know, yeah, it's a little fidgety, but, you know, it's better than having a, you know, 14-inch light where you can't get it anywhere you need it to be. I mean, this thing, like if this was, you know, magnetic right here, I could stick this right here and it would, you know, I could boom, 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 and drop it. And the screen goes black. Okay, so yeah, anyways, so that's a bright ass light. You know, 330 lumens. This little thing, and as far as the runtime goes, if you have it on high, it'll last a couple hours. It has a couple different settings, or 2 different settings rather. So there's the brightest setting, hit it again, the low setting, off. So those are the settings it has. I never use the less bright setting because I don't see a point in it. But well, other than to make the battery last longer, there's really no other point. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because my battery's gonna die, and I will catch back up with you tomorrow morning, and we will see it under the hood. Alright, thanks. Hold on. Be back with you in just 1 second right now. Okay, so we are back here. It's morning time, so we can see what's going on here. We've got the snap-on magnetic light. This is kind of mainly what I wanted to show you, is how good this magnet is. So you can basically suspend it completely sideways. The magnet's strong enough. I mean, it's not a very heavy light, but either way, the magnet's strong enough that you can suspend it sideways. You can suspend it upside down. Let's see. So places like this, like right back here on the firewall, are really good places where you're going to need light a lot of time. This is a really good place for this light, but be careful because you will forget about it sometimes, leave it under a hood. But let's go ahead and turn it on. So if we're working back here, you can pivot the light downwards. So you got hands-free light all the way down. You can see how bright that is. And I'm not having to hold any light. So you can see plenty. That's, oh yeah, and also wanted to add, I actually looked up the specs on this light. It's actually 350 lumens, not 320. So as you can see, so these are all the different, it can almost go completely around, but not that I'll need the light straight up in the air like that, but either way, that's kind of what we're looking at here. Great for places like this when you're doing timing belts or anything like that. The problem with a lot of these newer cars, like I said, is that everything's plastic or aluminum, so you know, trying to find a spot for it can be kind of tricky. But the magnet's good enough that even on these small brackets like this, they'll still basically stick. So on the side of motor mounts, just wherever you can find a place for it. So the only disadvantage of this light is that there is no, it's not a, you know, it's not a spotlight, it's more of a flood beam. So if you're needing a more focused beam of light, you're still going to have to keep a like a stream light or, you know, a regular flashlight or something like that. But you can see for the most part, if it's close enough to the object that you need illuminated, like say for instance this belt right here, that's more than enough light to see what I'm doing, to see, you know, whatever bolts I need to get to, see the tensioner down there. So yeah, pick it up if you can find one on eBay. Write a letter to Snap-on and tell them, hey, you need to start producing this light again, or start selling it again, or whatever the case is, or at least something similar to it, because it's definitely all around the best hands-free work light that I've seen. And so hopefully you can find one, or they'll start making them again or something like that. And that's really about it.